Good afternoon, good evening, rather, good evening. Long time no see, everybody. This is your girl, Angie Pat, aka The Boss, and this is the Boss Up Show. We are back in full effect. So, for you guys that are streaming through Restream, I'm also, it's hard for me to see the comments. So, I have my other Angie Pat page that's on, I'm going live on both pages. So, you're welcome to watch the Restream, but if you want me to read your comments, you have to come over to the other live. Hey Trace, how are you? First of all, I want to say happy hump day, everybody. I am glad to be back on the Boss Up Show. There have been so many ins and outs, things that have been going on, things that have been happening. Hey Roach, things that have been happening and things that have been going on. Um, continue to keep chilling in your prayers. I am wonderful, Tracy. I am back with you guys in the evening, back up on the Boss Up Show. So, thank you, Trace. Thank you. Um, so I am excited. I'm excited to be back, y'all. You guys have been, really patient and working, helping work with me. With these new changes that are going on. We're redoing the studios here in the Shy. And so we've got, a little bit of construction going on. We've got just a lot of things going on, a lot of new things that are going on. And so, due to that, and then, personal things going on and technical difficulties, that's why I'm only going up on the Angie Pat Boss Queen page. When we go up on the shows, I'm trying to get everybody to come on over to the Angie Pat Boss Queen page, because sometimes technology does not allow me to sometimes the technology is acting up. And again, we're switching over to different programming, different systems. And so things are, sometimes they get kind of haywire and the lines get crossed. And so we just have to deal with it and keep on moving. But I do want to celebrate, and I appreciate you guys for being patient with me and dealing with me during this. And it feels good to be in the studio and back up on the Boss Up Show. Yes, if no one told you today that they loved you, let me be the first to say that I love you, but Jesus loves you best. Absolutely. So we are keep going. We're gonna keep going strong with the Ride to Work with Angie, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. And then we have been, thank you, Tracy. Yes, definitely. Please share. And we're gonna get the ride home. We're gonna get that back on track. And hey, big bro, our co-host has entered the building on this evening. So we're gonna get the ride home. We're gonna get that back up and running. Because I've been hit and miss with that, but we're gonna get back consistent with that as we do the Ride to Work with Angie. We're gonna get this Boss Up Show back going consistently. And tonight we're gonna be talking about respect with my co-host for tonight, DJ Ron Tinsley. So as soon as I get through doing my ranting, we're going to bring DJ Ron Tinsley up. And then, so like I said, we're going to get this Boss Up Show back going. Next week, the co-host will be Blair, Miss Blair, and we will be talking about, those little things that we take for granted in friendships and relationships. And, we're going to put ourselves in the other person's, hopefully I can get all the pages going, going back up for that show. But I am recording on both Restream and Facebook as, kind of separate because we're going to be coming up with just a lot of new things. Hey, Chilla is into the building. Hey, Liz, you like my shirt? This is my shirt. It was actually made by DJ Cuss Williams. So I'm excited about my Boss Queens. This is Boss Queen. I like my shirt. So thanks, Cuss, for the shirt. I appreciate that, Tracy. Tracy is always, reaching out and she's always reaching out and really willing and ready to assist with whatever that we need. And I definitely appreciate you for that. So Let's see. Let's see. I'm just so excited to be back up on the Boss Up Show. The Boss Up Show is where I started, and then the Ride to Work kind of picked up. But I'm back, and I'm glad to be back in the seat of the Boss Up Show on tonight. And so we're going to talk about respect tonight. Make sure Liz says hello and good evening. Angie Pat, love the women of Power Red. Yes. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you. So we were taught something, and I'm just gonna kind of lead it off with this, and then I'm gonna bring my big brother Ron up. We were kind of taught with this respect is earned, and we've been taught that like all our lives, right? So me and my big brother was on the phone talking, and he was like, yeah, and people say this all the time. They say it all the time, but no. And then I'm gonna let him explain, what the conversation was. But when he explained it to me, I was like, never really thought of it that way. So I'm going to, let me see, I'm going to get him up here. Let's see. We're going to get him up here and see if that works. Hey, V, how are you? Oh, we will be back up on Monday at 8 with the app show. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the poetry. Poetry and music, they are like they express those things that we can't say. We might not be able to verbally say, but like when we hear songs and we can relate to the songs, and yeah, we're back up on the Boss Up Show tonight, V. I sent Ron an invite. Okay, so we're gonna wait and see if he comes up. Hey, bro, I sent you an invite to come up. Let me know if you got it. Okay. So V's book will be released in March, so we're excited about that. You got it. Oh Lord, I done hit the wrong button. Hey Tay, how are you, honey? I done hit the wrong button. I got short people complex. All right, here we go. Healing my testimony. All right, we are looking forward to that. I haven't received it yet. Okay, so can you? Yes, it does. Oh, okay. I think I hit the wrong thing. No, I did. Oh, wait. Dag nabbit. I'm glad you are better today, Tay. Because I know you were kind of going some. Okay, so bro, can you request to come up? Because I haven't, because it said that I recently invited you. So check and see. Hey Shonda, what's up, beautiful? How are you? I'm just waiting to see if this technology is going to act like it has some sense. Bro, I sent you the invite. Or if you look on the bottom of your screen and you can ask to be at a request to come up. So we're gonna wait until technology decides that it wants to do the right thing. I hope I don't have to block anyone. Trace. No, we're not gonna block today because our topic is about respect. So we're gonna be respectful. Everybody's gonna come up and they're gonna be respectful, and so we're not gonna have to do that. Okay, here we go. Okay, invite. Okay, it says that we're adding him. So we're gonna get our co-host for this evening up. Well, hello. Can everybody hear? Can you hear me, bro? So I can't hear you. So let's see why. Bluetooth on. We're going to take this off. Okay, let me see. Why is my stuff muted? I hate phones now, man. This is cuckoo crazy. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, but I can hear myself.
Okay. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody can hear both of us. Okay. So, this is my big brother DJ Ron Tinsley here on the Boss Up show tonight, and we've been trying to get this done. Hi Roy, how are you? We've been trying to get this done for okay. We've been trying to get this done for a couple of weeks, but I'm glad that we were able to get this done. Technology is doing its own thing, it's doing what it want to do. So we just have to roll with the punches, and we just have to deal with whatever is going on. So first of all, before we get started, I would like to introduce everybody to DJ Ron Tinsley. Can you give us what your shows are? A little bit about yourself when your shows come on. Hey, Blair, Miss Blair. Yeah, can you give us a little background for those people who don't know who you are, and what your shows are when they come on?
Okay. So if you've been caught under a rock for the past year and you have not watched Angie's show, and it seems like everybody in the chat room, we all know. There's some new faces, Shatiba.
That's Tay.
Oh, Shatava?
Yeah, that's Tay. She comes up in the morning.
Oh, okay. So there's a bunch of folks that I see in the morning live. What's up, Roach? So unless you're one of these new people that's been caught up under a rock the past year, Angie Pack talks about the Red Lab religiously. She talks about my show, The Red Lab, and I produce two shows. I produce a show called The Red Lab and The Red Garden. The Red Garden is with DJ Rose Red, who is with us on the booth 312, or how you say it? You wouldn't say 312, you say 312. I try to say it like Angie because she say it cool. I be chopping that.
The booth 312. Oh, that's DABOOTH 312.
Not the booty.
No, not the booty. The booth. Hey, Cuz.
Oh, what's going on, Cuz? How you doing, brother? I'm still waiting for you and the missus to be guests on the Red Lab. I'm not promoting my show, but I'm just saying I'm throwing an open invitation again. Never got a date from y'all, so I would love to have y'all both on the show. So hit me up. But we, as you know, Angie and I are on the booth 312 every Sunday from 2 to 5, but the Red Lab is every Friday from 9 p.m. till midnight, as well as the Red Garden, which is the third Friday of each month, with Rose Red, myself, and guests. Again, from 9 to 12. Been playing on Friday nights since 2014. I don't feel I own it, but I've been the holder of Friday nights for a long time. And I'm seeing a lot more people DJing on Friday nights, and I'm like, you may have been DJing before me, but I was on Friday nights. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. But that's my background. For those that go on my page and check me out, you'll see one of the first things you'll see on my page a picture of me in the Marine Corps. I'm a retired Marine, 20 years of service for this country. Please trouble. Anyway. But no, I'm at my home here in Hyde Park. I talk with my big sister. She calls me big bro, but she's big sister. I talk to my big sister Daniel every day. And thank you, Brady. You like this shirt? This is back when I was in Baltimore. It's got, you don't see it, with JT Sounds. That's what I used to be affiliated with in Baltimore. But tonight's discussion is about respect. And can I just start diving into it, or you want to do some others?
Well, I started with just saying that we were always taught that respect is earned. That is the motto. That is what we were taught. That's what we've been saying as coming up. And so you can start by like the conversation that we had, and then I'll kind of jump in because I had another example other than the one that you gave. But and I meant to tell you on the phone, but I'll tell it when you. So you can get started with hi. Hello, DJ Larry Tucker, another one of the Booth 312's DJs is in the building. Thank you for joining us. Please, you guys, share. Even while you're watching, it takes but a half a second to hit the share and post. So please share. So okay, so we're gonna kind of go off of respect is earned. My brother says that it is not earned.
Okay, so a lot of people are probably at home right now shaking their head going, oh, yes, it is. Respect is earned. I don't know about you, Ron. I don't know about you, Angie. People got to earn my respect. And I'm going to show you right now. And nobody thinks about it. Or if you have, then let's see if this makes sense. I'm going to start off by doing this. We give unfair advantages and make people jump through hoops. And we don't even know, we're not even aware that we make people go through trials and tribulations because we feel that we deserve a certain plateau. Okay? And when people say to me, respect is earned, not given. That to me, the first thing I say, in my opinion, and again, this is my opinion, this ain't saying if you think this way you're wrong or you stupid. But here's a different angle to it. If respect is earned and not given, how many of you, and I know nobody is able to answer, but I'm just going to pose you with this question. How many of you know airline pilots personally? And some of y'all are like, okay, where are we going? I just flew to visit my daughter for her birthday weekend. And I got on a plane at United. I walked on, and they happened to have the door slightly open to the cockpit. And I can kind of see two pilots in there, but I don't know who they are. I don't know how their day is going. I don't know what kind of mental stress they got in their life. Their wife might have just, or they lover, or a girlfriend, boyfriend, might have a husband, they might hit you Tuesday and a husband, do whatever. Their significant other might have said, when you leave this house and come back, I ain't gonna be here. I'm taking over the kids, everything. Okay? We don't know what the mental status of that pilot is. And when you say respect is earned, here's why I disagree. When you go pay $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 to go to wherever you go on an airline, United, American, whatever, Ghetto Airlines, whatever. When you get on that, when you purchase that ticket, and you stand all that time in that line to go through TSA, and you wait to board that plane, you have never met the pilot before, you never spoke to the pilot, but you trust that pilot with your life, that you just paid an sumptuous amount of money to get on that plane. It's not United Airlines that's flying you. It's George, it's Scott, it's Mike, it's Pam, it's Sue. mention no bus or train or a car. I said a plane first because not too many people walk away from a plane crash. Okay? So your life is in two people's hands the whole time. You barely know the airline stewards or what is, if I'm not calling them the right thing, airline, the flight attendant. You may not even know the flight attendant. He or she might say their name real quick. But how many of us actually remember, hey, the flight attendant's name is Charles or Karen? We don't. You still like, hey, I need a drink. I need some pizza. Can I get a free this? Can I get some coffee? My point of saying that is you get on that plane and that might be your last ride. But yet we say respect is earned. It's not getting. You give respect to all of that flight crew. You know why? Because they'll kick your butt off that plane. And you'll lose all your money. Remember during COVID, you had to wear a mask? I always ask this question. Why did the people wait until they got on the plane to act a fool and mess with everybody else? That's respect too. They didn't respect nobody else on that plane. And when you get on the plane, you hoping, okay, I'm on time. I went through all this BS traffic, BS TSA. I done stood on all these lines. Now I'm getting on the plane. I'm ready to go where I got to get you. And now you got this one stone bitch. Get on the plane and don't want to follow the rules. What happens? We get pissed off. That mother better not hold us up. We need to leave this terminal. You know what? I paid all this money. We better go. Throw him under the plane. Push him out while we first take off so we don't get no problem. But yet, you feel that this person is disrespecting you. They didn't earn your respect now. Again, they're holding up everybody else. That's disrespectful. Sit your butt down, shut up, so we can get you where we gotta go. My point of saying all that is, if respect is earned, how do you get on a plane without knowing the person that's flying you? Personally. When you get in the car each and every day, unless you're one of these people that don't have a car, but I'm gonna point you out too. You get in your car like Angie does. She drives 20 country miles to get to work every day. Okay? And while she's on that road, rain, sleet, sunny weather, hot weather, cold weather, dry weather, whatever the weather is, she on the road. There's cars to the front, back, left, and right. You have given those people around you trust. Because if you didn't trust that they knew what that they are capable of driving, you'd be too afraid to drive. Okay, for the people that don't have cars. Well, I ain't got no car. That don't apply. None of that applies to me. Yes, it does. Take a bus. Trust that bus driver. My mama's a bus driver for 6 years. Do you know what she's going through? My mama cool as hell. Unless you piss off. Mama T is cool.
Mama T.
Mama T is cool. Mama T at home. I told her about tonight's show. She might be 2 years. She might forget because she watching the show. And she had the right. But what if she got some co-workers that she be like, oh. Now what if you get on that bus and that guy flips out and runs over people and messes up your whole day, or hits a truck, and now you can't go to work. Or like the L train driver did, they had another train on the track on the yellow line, and he done careened into a maintenance train that's on the track because he didn't stop in time. All them people trusted that train operator. The train operator trusted control that they ain't gonna have nothing on that track that's gonna get anybody killed or hurt or wounded. And when he saw that vehicle and he was going too fast, he hit the brake. And what did that brother do? He came out the cab and jumped in the back of the train. Because if he didn't, he would have got killed. My point is this. We need to stop giving people trials and tribulations to prove themselves when you don't actually ask anybody else to prove themselves to you any other time. I'll go one step further. When you go to any drive-thru, you trust that your food is going to be made right, correct? You don't want no burger with no rat poison in it. And people say, well, if they put something in my food, I'm going to sue them. You got to be alive
True.
You have to be alive to take somebody to court to say, you poisoned me, I want my money. Pay my medical bills. If you ain't here, you dead. Your family hopefully will pick up where you left off. But if they're not thinking about suing because they grieving you, they ain't gonna get no money either. So when we say trust is earned, that's a term of endearment. Now for people, I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence. But the term of endearment is just that. We say things because that's what we've been bred to say. Trust is earned, not given. They say it on the TV. And every time I hear it on the TV, even in the movie, I'm like, that's a lie.
So let me cut in for a second. I want to acknowledge the people who have come up. Varad, thank you for coming up. Kimberly, thank you so much for coming up. Eric, DJ Brian Furious Frazier is in the building. DJ Yes. DJ Brian Furious Frazier. Kevin is in the building. Wendy is in the building. Thank you guys for coming up. So if you just came up, we were talking about respect, because we always say the respect is earned, not given. And the example I wanted to put in to even simplify things some more with the trust thing, because I'm telling you, I've been saying that all my life. Like, you ain't gonna just give my trust. You have to earn my trust. I just ain't giving out trust like that. In our everyday lives, I want to ask you, bro, when you sat in that chair, were you worried about that chair falling?
I was, because I put it together myself.
I can't stand you. Most normal people. So when I sat in my chair, I put my chair together too. But when I sat in it, I didn't ask the chair, are you sure you can hold me up?
No, because you put it together and you said, if I fall and bust my ass, ain't nobody gonna see it but me. And wait, I gotta give Blair her kudos. She says, we drive 36 miles to do that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I know it's 36 miles because I sent them emojis as much as I think.
You sent 36 miles worth of emojis. You do.
Brian, I'm gonna hit you up after the show, because I definitely would love to get you on the Red Lab and on the group. But I mean, honestly, I'm gonna use a real world example. How me and Angie Pass met. She gave me trust. I didn't earn that. You know how? Because, and I got a memory like an elephant. She was invited, and I'm not throwing her under the bus. This is just how shit happens. I invited Angie to one of our rooftop parties in the wintertime. No, we weren't outside in the cold. We did a rooftop party in the winter. It was indoor, okay? All right. So, I invited Angie to one of my rooftop parties this year. And
hey, John.
People that have known me for years know that when I was in Baltimore, I was very, if you promise me something, I'm expecting. Okay?
Thank you, Brian.
I came on Angie's Live with Streeter. He was sitting right next to you, and I remember this. He was sitting next to you, and I came on the show. I was like, oh, she left. Got her milk and cookies, and never showed her my part.
Hi, Shonda.
I said, hey, Angie, what up? And she said, hey, Ron, DJ Ron is in the house. And I said, I asked her a lot. What up to you yesterday? And she said, what was yesterday? My rooftop party. Oh, my God.
You always bring up old shit.
She got to catch the curtain. That's what I do. So her birthday was 2 weeks coming up. I said, hey, how you can make it up to me? I'm going to send you an invite to be a part of my birthday shout out that I do on the Red Lab and on the Red Garden.
Hi, Nicole.
And I'm going to touch on that if you don't mind, in a second. With respect. I'm on respect.
Okay.
So I invited her to be a part of the birthday shout out. She sent her picture like everybody else. And I said, hey, I'm going to extend the olive branch again because of respect. No. This ain't trying to be fun. This is because of respect. Because I had no alternative motives. There's a lot of men and women that have alternative motives. I'm going to invite you because I want you to come over because I want to give you. I didn't know that she had a man. But I said, hey, sis. I didn't say hey, sis. I said, hey, Angie, I would like to extend the olive branch. If you, since you're in Chicago, would you like to come to my show for the live show and see yourself on this? I got big screens. I ain't all that. I don't make it rain. I collect it.
Oh my God.
I ain't working right now. I need rain with buckets.
Oh my God.
You can see yourself on the big screen when the birthday shout out comes. She came through, and for people that know me, they know I'm a jump. I am not. When it's about the red lab and it's about the booth, it's business. It's not no hanky panky. None of that. Angie came over and left. I walked her up. She left me while the show was still going, but I was glad that she came, and I thanked her for doing so. What does that mean? Angie gave trust to me and hadn't even met me in person. So how was that earned? I didn't do anything to earn it. She relinquished that trust with that eye. I think you cool. I ain't no Freddy Krueger. I ain't no damn black Jeffrey Dahmer. Let me get my voice on that. I'm sorry. She came through, and that's how our relationship started. This is the key. This is how our relationship got to where it is now. Because she came through and she said, that brother right there is cool. I didn't pay her to say that. I didn't beg her to say that. She picked that up on her own. She said,
He paid me under the table, y'all. I'm just playing.
With a coupon to Target. You got a coupon to Target, girl. You better be.
It was only $10, y'all. Don't worry about it. The stinky kind.
I gave you a $10 coupon for some cocoa water.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
But with all of that said, she gave me the biggest compliment that I've received. She said, Ron, and then she went on a live and she said, I went over to Ron Christmas crib and blah, 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 blah. And everybody's like, oh, that's cool. You know, but to me, that was beyond cool. She gained my trust as well as I gained trust in her. Because of the fact we didn't know each other beforehand, and she had to relinquish a little, and I had to relinquish a little when we came together like this.
I'm going through a personal summer over here. Go ahead.
I'm all about to refill my glass in a minute. But what is that? A Hello Kitty face?
Hell yeah. I'm hot as hell.
What's up, Nikki? Nikki L's. DJ Nikki L's is in the house. I'll tell you right now, next to the legendary man himself that is the king of stepper music, Nikki L's is right there. Check out her shows. She has a today's Thursday. No, tomorrow's Thursday. She got a show tomorrow. Check out her show tomorrow. She does a stepper set. She's really cool. I've been promoting her on the Red Lab and on the Red Garden. She's a supporter. Thank you so much, Nikki Bells. I hope you're feeling better. She had some major surgery. I'm sorry to put your business out there like that, but I want Angie and all of our mutual friends who's tuned in right now to give you a prayer of successful healing and recovery from the surgery.
And while you're recovering, please hit the share button.
Yes, and she's very good at networking. But
Hi, Sean. Mr. Well done.
I want to stay so much to the topic because of the fact that I'm not trying to prove that respect is not earned. If you want to make people earn that, that's on you. But keep this in mind. We got enough hurdles in our life that we got to overcome. Adding more hurdles to people's lives is not necessary. It's not. Because at the end of the day, like I just said, I gave you a perfect example of how when you give respect and somebody is respectful, they're going to give it back. Now you're not giving more than what you're expecting to receive back. It's a 50-50 deal. Because just like the pilot, you sit on that plane, you shut your mouth, you follow the rules, you clip the seatbelt. That might be your last moments in life. But yet we still get it. The airports ain't desolate. They always pack with people. They're going to stay packed with people because even though a lot of people could die on a plane crash, it's one of the safest methods of travel in the world. Okay? So we trust that when we get on these planes, trains, automobiles, that we're going to be safe. You don't know those people. So I love when people say, when they, and now that Uber's a thing, you get in a car with an Uber driver, you don't know what his issues are. And I drove Uber for a while. I'll tell you, they just made a new rule where kids can ride. I used to kick kids out. Look, you ain't 18. I'm not trying to be responsible for you.
So okay, so I want to kind of cut in for a minute because I want to kind of take this. I want to kind of move this to like another lane, in the respect that, in the sense of respect, we are so accustomed, and we've been talking about this on the Ride to Work with Angie. So society has us so programmed that some people feel entitled, some people feel obligated, some people feel like even though whether respect is earned or given, it's not something that should be taken advantage of or taken for granted, I should say. And we find a lot of times now where that seems to be the end thing. Like, like even if I give you my respect or you give me your respect, it doesn't seem to be reciprocated nowadays. And that comes from like the lack of, just the whole lack of respect. Like that, like some of us get up in the morning and we say, you know what? I'm just a respectful person. I try to respect everybody. Hey, Lamar, I try to respect everybody. It's just a way of life for some of us. And for people like us who respect is just a way of life. I know for me, it's really hard for me to accept that there are people that really, they just not gonna respect me. Like it's just like it's not a reciprocated thing. And you, huh?
How about this? Let me throw this in the
Uh-huh.
When folks say, well, we gotta respect one another and love one another. Well, if you don't respect yourself, you can't respect nobody else.
Now that's true.
If you don't respect yourself, if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else.
Absolutely.
So, if respect is earned, if I'm going to make you do things or have to prove your respect for me, should I go both ways? Shouldn't it be like, hey, this is the stage we're proving each other to one another versus, oh, you still got to prove yourself to me?
Absolutely.
Because now it's one side.
Absolutely. Hey, Jackie.
If I got to earn your respect, are you trying to earn mine? Because if you're not trying to earn mine, why would I jump through trials and tribulations to earn yours if it's not mutual anyway?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm going to quote something from the Bible. We've all heard this. It says, mean, hey, you smack this cheek, let me give you this one so you can smack that one. So it's equal. No, it means you got me on this one. I respect you enough not to kick your butt. That's what it says about it. And don't break it down like that. It just says, I respect you enough. Don't do that again. Because if I didn't respect you, I would just haul off and beat you. But God said, if your enemy strikes you, turn the other cheek. Now, if I'm not quoting exactly like the Bible says, but it says turn the other cheek to your enemies. Your enemies. We say that again. I'm not trying to preach it, you know that. But if you turning your cheek to your enemies, what about your friends? What about your friends?
Hello, Daryl.
You turn your cheek because you say out of respect. I'm gonna give you a pass on this. Don't do that again.
And
Don't do that again.
And Tracy just said something, and you guys forgive me for not reading more of your comments, but Tracy just said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that if you know, like you said, first of all, you have to respect yourself. You have to like yourself. And then if I want you, because here's the thing, there are some miserable people out there, and that's another thing that, you know, I agree with, but then I kind of don't agree with that do unto others as you have others do unto you. Because there's some miserable people out here. And there's some people who really don't care. Like they don't like it. Like if you mistreat them because they go around mistreating everybody, they're good with that. So like people like that, nah, I don't want you to I don't want you to do unto me as you want me to do unto you. And that's the hardest part for me nowadays, is to understand that everybody is not on still, no matter what's going on in the world, like we all should be on a specific one of accord, at least of respecting one another. We ain't got to like each other, because I tell people in a minute, you ain't got to like me, but you gonna respect me. Hi, Linda.
How about something simple? Daryl hit him hard. What's up, big dog? Happy belated birthday. Thanks for tuning in. That's another DJ. I love to get on the red wagon on the booth. Yeah, just shooting some dates. How about this one? If somebody takes the time and includes your name in an invitation, and it's served like an RSVP. Now, I know a lot of folks, I'm not saying any particular folks, but I know a lot of folks who never RSVP, they don't know what RSVP is, and they don't care. But if somebody takes the time to reach out to you, and I understand we're all busy, we're the busiest people in the world, but yet we always say, I ain't got nothing going on. If you receive a gesture, like okay, let's just go with respect, which is our topic. If somebody is walking down the street and say, good afternoon, good morning, you don't say nothing back. Do you think, yes, you don't have an obligation to reply. Let's just put it out. You're not obligated to say nothing. You can mind your business and keep your mouth shut. But if somebody,
Hi, Melody.
if somebody's being respectful to give you a greeting on the street, that doesn't mean that they're trying to get with you. I understand why women think that. I've given women compliments, and I wasn't even trying to ask for that number. But don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Just want to say quick time. What's wrong with a gentleman giving a compliment? And I respectfully pulled back. She was scared. She didn't want nobody to talk to her. Okay, go ahead. But those are the same people that will go on talk shows and say, well, there's no more gentlemen. There are, but you ignore us because you think somebody's trying to give you, just by giving you a greeting. So I'm going to take it to the next level. If I send you a message and you accepted my friend request or I accepted yours, how did we get to a point where a person can send you a message and I'm not even responding? To me, that's worse than if I was standing in front of you and verbally talking to you. You know why? going to make a conscious decision. I'm not going to respond, or I will. And if you really want that person to leave you alone, contact you, I'll for you to not to respond, period.
Hi, Tamika.
People are going to ask you, like, hey, did you not hear what I said? That's going to cause for another question. And another. So I understand when people say, well, I don't have to do, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to be responsible. But to me, the first time somebody does something disrespectful to you, you want to blast it all over social media. Oh, this mug. But how did it start? You want people to side with you and say, oh, this mug coming at me. But did you respond? I've had people that won't respond.
Hi, Ronald.
Won't respond for years. They won't respond this year, next year, the year after. And that's okay. You might say, well, Ryan, you have high expectations. Everybody has different standards. You're right. I have a higher standard than most. I hold myself to a high standard. If somebody reaches out to me, regardless if I got 5,000 friends or not, I'm going to reply to everyone. Because I don't have it like that when my inbox is blown up. I don't know what that's like. I'm not Terry Hunter and Mike Dunn. I'm not dissing them. I'm just using big names. If I had their name, my inbox is probably going to be flooded every day. I want to look at you. I want to have to do this. I want you to say shout out to this. Their inboxes are full. My inbox ain't overflow. So I respond to every message I receive. So I can't relate to someone saying, I don't respond to all my messages. My message inbox goes blowing up. I don't have it. So to me, I can't relate to that person. So it's a different culture for me. But if you're that model chick or if you're that very attractive woman and you got dudes all in your inbox, maybe you come back on those people that you accepted as friends. Answer them once in a while, hey, I'm not interested in you, period. Now, that may not work, then I'm pregnant. Keep it moving. But that's being respectful.
Hello, DJ John Goins.
John Goins in the house. What's up? John Goins. Hey, this is the guy that does virtual reality live. John Goins. What's up, brother? How you doing?
So here's my thing, and I'm not going to change it because we're on the evening show. So it takes a minute to hit the share button because I ain't doing it on the morning show and I ain't going to do it on this show. With the show is about respect. So I don't mind, like who comes up, and I don't mind all that. I'm not talking to anybody specifically. This is what I do on the morning show. So if you guys could just share the show when you come up, it is very much appreciated. Can I give a shout out right quick? Go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to Tamika. Tamika Chantel. I went to grade school with her cousin back in the day. And I have never met Tamika ever in person. I've invited her to many parties. I'm not throwing you on the bus, so please don't take it like that. I'm just pointing out. I want to shout out because she's been a cool person for the many years that we've been friends on Facebook. She's one of those people that have given support, have shared things, and has participated. She's participated in birthday shout out. Really super, super cool person. Her and her cousin, like I said, I went to school, grade school, 7th and 8th grade with her cousin. And it's really cool to see you in the chat room tonight. So thank you for tuning in. Please share, like Angie said. I don't think that's asking too much. But if your page and your bank account is not set up like that, then Angie understands. But this is just real talk amongst like-minded people. We're not trying to portray that we're better than nobody. I'm not. Angie is one of the most humble people I know. But we all can be better. We all can.
Absolutely.
I don't think I'm perfect. I don't hold myself to a perfect standard. I try to be as good as I can be. Like, you know, kind of like the army, not this army, people feel like the army, we all used to be. But, you know, I try to be all I can do. And then some, because I have a child, I have a daughter, and I want to emulate how she should reciprocate her life as an adult when she gets to this level. We are all teachers, regardless if you have kids, nieces, nephews, cousins. We are all teachers because somebody can learn from you that they didn't think of before. Like this conversation. If you never thought of it before, if you feel that respect is earned, that's your right to feel that. Nobody's not. But, like Angie said, she's going to hold on to her bit. But it's a thing that makes you go, If you get on that airplane, the next time you go to the airport, and you get on that airplane, go ahead and try to talk to that guy. Think of like a first year, they're preparing for a pre-flight, and you need to keep on, you need to get your seat. You don't have time to talk to them and say, are you feeling okay today? You and everything with your wife okay? I mean, are you having a good day? But guess what? By asking, hey, are you all having a good day today? You might do something that nobody else has done for that person. You might make their day by asking them, showing concern. Hey, how was your day? John Goins is a perfect example of that. Sorry to throw you on the bus. But one of the things that John Goins says when you talk to him on the phone is, hey man, how you doing? Now, he wouldn't ask it if he didn't really care. He might have not, but that might be a term of endearment for him. But the respect that I have for John Goins and that I feel he has for me, he's asking because he sincerely means it. And if you sincerely mean it, then that goes further to me than somebody just not asking me nothing. Because what if I am having a bad day? What if I got stuff on my head, my chest, my plate that I want to get off? And you might just be that person that might give me some guidance that can help me through my problem. Like Angie does on the booth. Once a month, she gives an inspirational moment. But that's supposed to last you for a month. Really? It ain't gonna last you no month. But if you tune into her show, she says a lot of stuff that makes some damn sense. You be like, that makes some damn sense. And we like to have fun with it. Because life don't care about who you are, what color you are, what's your job position, how much money you make. When it's your time to go, your money in your bank account don't mean shit. When it's your time to go, you apologizing for all your actions that you've done misdeeds to people ain't gonna matter, because when you go in front of the fan or in front of the being, you gotta answer for yourself. You gotta talk to yourself.
So I want to ask a question. I want to because I was sitting here thinking, just about the realm of respect too, as how we were taught, and how things have changed so drastically. If any of you guys remember like being in elementary school, even high school, and because it happened to me a lot, and there were teachers, back in our day, it was, you respect your elders, you respect the teachers, and whatever the teacher said, because I know I got whoopings for things teachers said, and some of them teachers was liars. But I couldn't, out of respect for them. Who was that? Thank you so much, John. Out of respect for them, I couldn't say anything back. I'm looking at the times that have changed from then until now. Hi, Shanita. How are you? So I want to ask this question. When you see older people out and they are disrespectful, because just because you're older don't mean you ain't disrespectful. How do you feel that children should be taught on how to deal with people that are older yet disrespectful. Hey, Liz. And I'm gonna tell you mine. And y'all may talk about me and I may be wrong, but this is my show and I'm gonna say what I want to say. And that's just what that is. Okay. I feel like, wait a minute, bro. I feel like in that particular situation, there is some respect that has to be earned. Because if I'm 51 and I've had people like 70, 80 cuss me out because they feel that they can because they're older. That's why I hate that term. Like, I'm older. Like, but if you're older, there's supposed to be a certain amount of wisdom that comes along with being older. I said there is supposed to be. There is supposed to be a certain amount of wisdom that comes along with being older. Now, I've had older people just because they felt that they were older than me totally disrespect me. Now, if depending on what mood I'm in, I ain't gonna lie, they may get that. But on a normal day, my motto is anybody can get it. And that's this word respect. It has so many levels and layers to it. So how do you deal with an older person and a younger person? How do you teach that younger person respect, but not allow them to be disrespected just because of an age difference?
Okay, I'm glad you said it just like that. And some of you, like John Lawrence, he's in military. He's gonna totally understand my stance. Addressing the older person disrespectfully. I give an elderly person mad respect. You know why? Because they lived this life before. They was on this planet before. That don't mean that they have the right to say whatever they want on the sun. But you know what? As a respectful gesture, I got 2 legs. I walk around.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go and
yes, Blair, I can.
I'm not gonna go and tarnish what my mother and father instilled in me as a child. Okay? My mother and father said you will respect your elders. There was no ands, ifs, or in that book, but it was let me hear you disrespect some adult come to my door, knocking on my door.
Hi, Marvin.
So I would rather to this day as a grown ass man, if and I'm not going, please don't take this wrong way. I'm just using an analogy, an example. If Sam Chapman, who is the king of stepper music, he's a stepper DJ. Okay, Sam Chapman was right here in this living room, right here. Sam Chapman and his wife was right here in my house with the good girls, my mother and my aunt.
Hold on, bro. Because I'm kind of getting off my. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm not reading your comments. Tracy said it doesn't give it doesn't give the right, but people today are aggressive. Tracy said this is a different generation.
Okay. Well, I'm going to answer that too. I'm glad you said that because this generation, and it's not. I hate to give scapegoats. But there's a lot of people, there's a lot of this young generation that are in a home with one parent, and that mama is doing her best, but she may be very strict. She might be on her daughter, her son's back every day, like my parents did. But guess what? When them teens take over downtown, your daughter, your son was down in that mess. They stopped. Remember back in the day when they used to say it's 10:30, you know your children are? They don't say that no more.
Right.
Okay, so to answer Tracy's thing, okay, it's a different generation, but she said about what would I do? Because she had an experience as an adult woman with an elderly person. Walk away. yes, that's a disrespectful gesture, but you say, hey, you know what, ma'am or sir, I'm going to go on. I'm going to announce to you, I'm going to leave. I'm not just going to blatantly turn and walk on you. Now, if you throwing stuff at me and spitting in my face, I'm going to go, because I don't want to hurt you. But because of my respect, how I was raised, I cannot put my hands on an older person unless they attack me. Now, if you attack me, it's a whole different mother ball game. I want to protect myself. But if you're just talking, sticks and stones break my bones. The words won't hurt me. Nowadays, this generation, words hurt. Go tell. Don't fight back. Don't stand up for yourself. BS, I'm sorry I didn't want to talk about this. I was going to wait for the radio show on Sunday. But how is there a 10-year-old girl committing suicide?
Tracy says, we are going to say that I'm single parent and my son is respectful because of our race.
You put it in his brain. There's a lot of successful single mothers out there doing a job, holding to hats. I give my mad respect for single mothers out there raising their kids, wearing the hat as a daddy, and being a mother.
High fly girl.
I give mad respect to single moms out there doing the right thing, but there's a bunch of single moms out there that ain't doing the right thing. They're going out there shaking their booty with their daughters. My mother and my sister don't go out together. My mother's 72 years old. She might take my sister with her to a separate thing that Sam Chapman is doing with the good girls, but they ain't going out chasing no dudes together. There's a lot of moms and daughters going out chasing dudes together. Dudes hollering at the mother and the daughter together. That's not heard of. We didn't come up raised that way. You went out with your friends because you know what my parents used to say all the time. I ain't your friend. I ain't your friend. Well, I ain't one of your friends. But nowadays, this society, today's generation, oh, I'm equal to you, Mom. No, the hell you not if you ain't paying no damn bills up in here.
So
your responsibility is go to school, get an education, pass, graduate.
So okay. So in terms of the word respect, because it got lost somewhere. Because like I said, the respect has different levels and layers to it. Respect got lost somewhere because we're not a society that respects ourselves anymore. Because and I'm just talking as a whole, I'm not talking about like Angie or Ron, I'm talking about as a whole. Where did this go left? Where did it go to where did the tables turn to where, and I'm just going to be real about it. Where did the tables turn to where there was a discreetness of what was being conversated about in the open? Where did it go left to where sex is now just an open thing? When our parents were growing up, there was not even a conversation really about it. There was a privateness to it. You never heard, and this goes all under respect, because where did the respect go left? Where it was a private conversation and people talked about it in private, to now to where you watch TV and they be doing stuff on there that I ain't never even seen. It blows my mind. Where did it go wrong? Where did it go wrong to where there was the parent and the child, and the parent, they because my parents, if we couldn't go, they didn't go. Now, like you said, now the parent and the children, they're partying together, they're drinking together, they're smoking together, they're getting high together. They're, the children that are coming up, they so close in age, so they growing up, like sisters. Where do you guys think that the respect level kind of just went out the window?
I can't really answer the way I want to because I'm going through it. but it's a true story. And I hate to put it like that.
Okay, say it.
I can't. No.
No.
It would ruin my career.
Oh.
Okay. No. That's true talk. If I said how I really want to answer that, we can talk offline, and I'll tell you my version, my answer of what happened. And anyone that want to talk to me directly, I'll talk to you. But I don't want anybody to. This is video, and I don't want it to be misconstrued that I'm hating on a certain group of people. It's not that. I was gonna answer that, but I can't answer it on the line.
Okay.
So I'll answer that offline. But I will answer it like this. When we got to a point, when you ask that question, okay, we got children committing suicide. As I said, a 10-year-old girl who just celebrated, it was on the news today. Her name, I gotta say her name, y'all. Her name was Harmony Jones Washington. She committed suicide 2 days after her 10th birthday. This is a black young female. It don't matter if you're black or white, but we as black people said, oh, that's a white thing. Black people don't commit suicide. Yes, they are. This 10-year-old girl almost broke into tears this afternoon. Her mother crying because her 10-year-old daughter was going through. What are you going through at 10 years old when you got to take your life? We as adults got bills, car notes. I mean, that's all bills. We got to pay bills, electric bills, this bill, that bill.
Okay, bro.
Turn you off.
I gotta step in right here. That question that you asked, what are you as a 10-year-old going through where you got to commit suicide? A lot. These 10-year-olds now, our 10-year-old, ain't they 10-year-old? Oh, wait, bro. Wait a minute. All we had to do at 10 years old was go to school, clean our room, do our homework, do our chores. We good. But here now, it's a different. They have a lot. They deal with a lot. Let me see. Blair says kids are cruel. She was probably being bullied or trauma. Fly Girl said there's a nationwide emergency because of the increase of suicide rates among young people. You do, but there's a cause for it.
Okay, let me get to that. You just answered your own question. You said because there's a lot going on. It wasn't before. When we were growing up at 10 years old, like you said a second ago, we focused on riding bikes, playing sports, or you playing with a friend, going to school, clean your room, do your chores. I want to try to get an allowance because I need the money. I now know the understanding of the value of money. I was so happy with my daughter because I understand the value of money. Before, when she looked me in the face, I said, I must be failing as a parent. When my daughter looked at me in the face and said, as I zoom up to the camera, I don't care about that. You will. You better. Because guess what? That paper back is going to put food on your table, food in your belly. You better understand the importance of that greenback. Now, our parents, what they did for us back in the day, a lot of us came up hard knocks. You had to earn your money, like we talked about respect. You had to cut lawns, wash cars. You know, even as girls, the cheerleaders was doing car wash stuff so they could get you cheerleading outfits for the school. We did car washes as a football team, baseball team, basketball team, practice team, all that. We had to earn our money. Now, you don't see teenagers walking down the street with a lawnmower saying, "You want me to cut your grass now?" Hell no, they have a PlayStation.
And that's just that's what I'm saying. So I get it. Like I'm not like I get it. Why? Because I used to say that like at 10 years old, what could they possibly? But it's so much more. I mean, look at the cartoons. I was talking to Blair about this the other day. When we watch cartoons, it was Tom and Jerry. It was Scooby Doo. It was, it was the basic, it was the basic cartoons. Now,
it had all of those cartoons had one unified message. The underdog will prevail. If you're the weaker person,
Okay, but bro, that's not what the cartoons are. Hey, Ricardo, that's what I'm saying. That's not what the cartoons are. Not our lives at 10. Like my 50 is not my mom's 50. Like the cartoons now, it's kids have no outlet now. They have none. We had an outlet. Like you said, we could go outside, we could run, we could play, we could jump rope, we could sit and watch cartoons. Now cartoons are not they're not cartoons of the past. These cartoons now,
It's a different outlet now.
exactly. So a cartoon, okay. So, bro, right. But let me finish my point. A cartoon now, when you see cartoons, cartoons are when we were watching cartoons. Cartoons are like, it was this happy thing, like you said. It was the underdog and the whatever. But now these children are watching these cartoons. There are messages, underlying messages in some of these cartoons, and some of them just start like South Park. I can't stand that. We didn't have no South Park. You got Kenny on South Park. He cussing, he killing, he sexing, he doing all kind of stuff. When kids look at cartoons, kids automatically think this is a cartoon. This is fun. This is what I'm supposed to do. If you got a cartoon slitting its wrist, if you got a cartoon shooting another cartoon in the head, I mean, this is where a lot of that is coming from. Let me see. Blair said, let me see. Tracy said, think about they have to be the grown adult in the house. Absolutely. Blair said, what happened is that the parents are young, and the kids are not being raised right. And the all the grandmamas and big mamas are dead. And Nikki said they are for adults. Absolutely. Tracy said, yes, that's what I'm saying. And Fly Girl said, I don't know how to identify with this generation. They are growing up cyberspace. We grew up outside. Tracy said they have more pressure than we did. Absolutely. Even my grandkids. Like, I have to make them. They're 12 and 13. Like, I have to make them go outside. Like, they don't, like, I'm like, no, like there's air. And then you wonder why our children are getting diabetes, heart attacks, strokes, and our children. They're not going outside. They're not running. They're not playing. They're not getting air. You wonder why they're getting arthritis. You wonder why, because they're not, the games have just taken over. The TV have taken. I hate South Park.
There's one other thing. Where we were told by our parents, get out the house and I'm tired of your ass being in here. Get outside, it's nice outside. Okay, pause. We just had a 71-degree weather day. Yeah. My neighbors, the one that's on the other side, you've been here. My neighbors on the other side of that vacant lot that's next door to the house. They got a bunch of kids. They some baby-age kids, but they got a bunch of kids over there. Them kids weren't even outside yesterday. Why?
Someone playing a game.
You've been cooped up in the house. You know why? Because everybody got phones now. And where we were told, get your butt out, either you get a book in your hand or go outside and play. These kids are not going outside interacting with people. They're losing the whole mental aspect of how to deal with one another because they deal with one another online. TikTok, PlayStation. They playing with each other, killing each other, but they're not interacting with each other. They don't know how to even talk to each other when they're in person. They're afraid to talk to each other. You're right. It's a different generation, but the generational gap is this. Electronics has taken over. We embrace electronics with our cell phones and computers, but so do our children. And our children are not being sociable personally. They're sociable on social media, which makes a lot of kids talk. Why? Because you talk all crazy online, but when you get in front of somebody, and that's why people are shooting people. I'm sorry. I've been in the military. That don't mean I'm better than nobody, but we asked this question. You and I talked about this. Nobody want to put up no hands, women or dudes. Because they're afraid to get their ass whooped. Back when we grew up, you got an ass whooping? dust yourself off, move on. I'm not killing nobody, so I got to spend the rest of my life in jail. But these fools would rather kill you when they feel disrespected than just throw some hands or talk about it because they don't want to communicate. You disrespect me, I'm going to kill you. That's where we're at right now.
And another thing is, back in the day, I think Blair said it about Big Mama. Back in the day, the whole block was able to whoop your behind. The whole block, you couldn't there was respect with the elders. The whole block was able to say something to you. Now it's like, you can't say nothing to my kid. Don't say nothing to my kid. And here's another thing: parents are stuck between a rock and a hard place. The reason I say that is, back in the day, they had, if you look around, like the summer programs for the children, in the park districts and things like that. We've become such a sickened society where it's almost like I want my kids to go out and get air. I want my kids to be a part of different things, but I don't know who's a part of these different things. There's so many sick people that it just wasn't. Things are so different, and I sometimes I wonder, like, where did it go left? When there's not, even now, you got parents who are scared to say anything to their kids. Where did the respect go? Blessed they have lost their values. Absolutely. You got parents scared. You got parents that because the police say don't whoop your child. Because I dealt with that. If you're going to tell, first of all, if you're going to tell me not to whoop my child, then apparently you're going to take them home with you, because the same child that you're telling me not to discipline now at 6, 7, 8, 9 will be the same child that you come across at 11, 12, and 13 and say, well, who raised that kid? Well, it was me. The same one that you were telling not to discipline their child. The respect for life, for morals, for values, for each other have completely gone out the window. It's like it's a free-for-all. The world is now a free-for-all. So where does it leave? And like you and I were talking, you find people that actually show their respect. It's like, oh, they bougie. They think they better than the next person. Well, when did showing respect, when did morals and values become a form of feeling like I'm better than the next person? Fly Girl said, my cousin called the police and they told her mom how to whoop her without getting in trouble. Because there's still some police that, they ain't with the shits. Right. So I'm just trying to, just like the recreational drug of weed I'm talking about. I ain't talking about all that other stuff. Weed. I smoked weed back in the day. You couldn't pay me. That's me. That's just me. You couldn't pay me. This is a whole different kind of weed they got out now. Back in the day, I'm gonna give you another example. We have sugar-coated. Society has sugar-coated so many things. Back in the day, when you did drugs, you was a dope addict, a drug addict, a crackhead. Now they name it something else and it becomes acceptable. There's so many things that are now acceptable that just wasn't acceptable before.
Mr. Kaka. Okay, how about this one? We got grade school, elementary kids shooting at teachers and shooting up students. Okay, so when you ask before, how did it get to this point? It used to be, remember on Good Times, the older folks used to watch this.
I still watch it. I beg your pardon. Rerun after rerun after rerun.
Okay, I'm going to touch on 3 points. Point number 1. Do you remember when James Evans took the kid that Michael brought home, the bully that was taking Michael
And whooped his behind.
He took him in the bedroom and wore his ass out.
Absolutely.
You can't do that now. You going to jail. That kid gonna run up.
Clang, clang.
And he gonna say, that man put hands on me and that's not my dad. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. You go. Okay? That changed. Okay, that's number one. How many of y'all remember this? When you went outside and your parents said, hey, be on this block when the street lights come on. It's because your parents, okay, the difference is this. I'm just gonna cut this check. We as kids, out of respect, we have fear.
That's it.
We have fears that our mothers and our fathers are gonna go off. Like I said about Michael with his friend, James Evans whooped that boy's ass. That was a community parent. Now, he wasn't a parent, he was a community parent. You can't do that no more. So if you can't community parent, like you said at the beginning part, and you said the whole block raised the kids.
Absolutely.
You can't do that no more because you got people that selfish come in the block and be like, don't you touch my kid's fashion. He ain't like him. And that be the main one doing the most shit.
Absolutely.
The one that the mother, just like my mother told me, Mama T told me a story about my uncle that's deceased. She said when he was a kid, this bully on the block on Court Street pushed my uncle off his bike and took his bike. Took his bike to his house, and my uncle came in the house, told my grandmother. She went down to the bully's house, knocked on the door. The dude's mama came to the door, and she said, how can I help you? Now, first of all, did you hear that? That don't happen nowadays. You knock on another person's door.
Hi, Maurice.
What you want? She said, how can I help you? She said, your son, my son told me your son pushed my son off the bike, and he took my son's bike. That woman replied without hesitation, not my son. When she opened the door a little wider, the boy was standing there behind his mama with my uncle's bike. She said, my grandmother said, if you look under the seat, you're going to see my son's initials under there. Now, let's pause the story. If that had been my mama that was opening the door, and somebody told my mama I stole their son's bike, first off, if my mother looked back and that bike she didn't buy that bike, where'd that bike come from? Whose bike is that? Did you take this boy's bike? Notice the difference. She's not saying, oh, that ain't my son. My son didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Where that bike come from?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm being interrogated. This is where the fear of, I'm a man. I'm going to get my ass. I did something I shouldn't have done. But these kids now, they don't have fear because they kids, these parents are trying to be their kids' friends.
Absolutely. Blair said it's not safe for kids, and the parents are afraid because the kids are loose cannons. The social media, cyber influences the pandemic. Let me see. I saw another comment down here. Fly Girl, Tracy said these parents will fight your child. Fly Girl said the educational system is raising our kids, and if you do the history behind the creation of the school system, then you will unfortunately know why things have evolved. Most people don't know the school has legal custody of a child during school hours. Who is this? Tracy said, oh Lord, Tracy said, knock on my door. You standing there, you better.
Because we got to be respectful again. If another parent comes to my door, knocking on my door, and I don't know who you are, I'm going to answer the door. Because there might be something I need to know. I'm not going to deprive myself of possible knowledge. But if a parent comes to my door and talks about my daughter, I'm going to be like, okay, what you got to say? Now, I know my daughter, we all believe in our children, but sometimes our children will stray off the path and do something dumb, okay? And I got to at least hear out this parent because I would want the same respect if I had to walk down to that parent's house and say, hey, your daughter did this to my daughter. Because I wouldn't want to be standing outside your house, ringing and knocking on your doorbell, but you're not going to come to the door. I'm trying to be respectful because I don't want to do like James Evan and whoop your daughter's ass for messing with my daughter. But I would rather talk as parents so we can be on the same page. Like parents telling teachers, oh, no, my kid ain't going to do that. Dude, going to school is not daycare.
But that has even changed. The teachers then were completely different. The teachers then, they looked respectful, they looked like teachers. You go up to these schools now, they look like they just coming from the club, ain't even changed clothes. What can you got kids out here, don't know how to read, can't spell, don't know how to write their own name, don't know the difference between writing, signing, and printing, but they know how to use a weapon.
They took that out of the curriculum, by the way.
Absolutely.
They do not teach kids how to write in cursive no more. How the hell you signing a check?
Thank you for joining us, Fly. Hold on, bro. Thank you for joining us. And we hope that you will visit again. We are up every morning. I'm up every morning at 8 o'clock on this same page. And we have these shows every week at 8 o'clock. Hey, V, most teachers are just getting a check. The one word that you did use, and it sums it all up, and that's the word fear. They don't have it. Even the Bible says that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. There's no fear at all.
If you don't fear your parents, you don't fear your. Let me say that again. If you don't fear your parents, then how can you love and respect?
Yeah.
How you gonna love? I mean, now, okay, whoa. Now that opens another can of worms. If your mama is not a good mama, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, because it's a.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my mama. I think my Mama King, raised with my father, and that's what she did. Did she make mistakes? And me and my brother tell my mother all the time about me. All the time. But at the same time as Mama T, Angie, you got my back on this. Is that not true? Because we talking about Soul Cat right there. If Mama T told me to shut the fuck up, do you think I'm gonna think, who you talking to? Would you think that?
Not and walk out, not and live. Not and live. Why do I keep it in the wrong way? No, I said, why do I keep hitting the wrong button on this chair? And it's making me sink, and I'm trying to sit back, and I keep going down. I'm like, this is the wrong button. Oh my God.
Look, for real. Mama T, the reason why I brought up y'all, Mama T was here for my birthday. And DJ Soulcat, I'm not throwing her under the bus. She was a little inebriated. And I have, if you look right here, let's show you. I have the love stack. That's the love stack right there. Okay? Mama T was instructed. I make the mistake of telling Mama T. Mama T, I tell anybody that's in my close instruction, when you come over here, the number one rule is don't jump on the love stack. It's not a beanbag where you stab on it, fall on it, do that. No. Soul Cat came over for my birthday party and sat on it the wrong way. Mama T, you know, how many of y'all black mamas have ever done this? You made your lips tight? Don't you ever do that again. Mama T made her lips tight and said, you're sitting on the chair now. And Soul Cat wasn't even paying attention to my mother. But I had to tell Soul Cat, you know, Mama T was about to throw you out the house. He said, what? I said, you was about to get cussed out. Mama T was telling you the whole time, you're sitting on the chair wrong. She was you was inches from getting thrown out. And Soul Cat said, I said, yeah, I see this bitch. Out of respect for me and my mama, what did Soul Cat say? Let me go tell her. No, don't go talk to her like that. Because Angie was talking to Mama T. I said, let Angie keep on talking to Mama T. She gonna sometimes simmer down, and when you get a chance, go up to her. And she gonna say, but guess what? That's respect. She could have said, I don't give a damn about your mama. And then I would have had to throw her ass out. You don't give a damn about my mama.
Absolutely.
But I say that because at the end of the day, whether my mother's
Hi, Mark.
Right now, whether my mother's watching right now or not, if she was to tune in, like she's tuned into the red line, she knows her son is going to be the right. And when your parents have confidence in you, how many parents out here right now can have confidence in their kids? Fully. There's a large percentage that can because they did the right job as a parent. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. What did Jesus say? The person without sin cast the first stone. All of us are sinners. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But I try to live my life as best as I could be without trying to hurt, disrespect anybody else. Because I want to be respected.
Absolutely.
I can't disrespect, but demand respect. You can't disrespect, but then demand respect. Because if you're disrespecting, you're working against yourself. Tracy said, Ron, tell her you don't have to respect your mama, but you're going to respect her. Amen.
Absolutely.
But she can't respect my mama if she don't respect her mama.
Absolutely.
That's just like you can't love somebody else unless you love yourself.
Absolutely.
So if you can't respect your own mama, because there's some people that don't have daddies and they like all mamas in their life. If they grew up without a mama, I don't know what to say. I just say there's somebody that will respect and love you, not as deeply as your own birth mother, but there's some people that can incorporate you in their life and love you as deep as a mother would.
Absolutely.
You can't replace that. Love is a strong thing. Love is powerful because love makes people want to come home from combat. Let me tell you. We had that discussion about PTSD. If ain't nothing else going right in my life, love for myself, love for my parents, love for life will make me persevere. And those that fall short, that didn't mean they failed. That just means it was their time. But you know what? If I die today, I'm going to die knowing that I did the best that I could be as a father and as a
Absolutely.
I didn't try to rob, steal, hurt nobody. I'm not out here preaching hate. I'm out here preaching unity as much as possible. I'm not perfect, but I am not somebody that is a person that will be labeled as contradictory or a hypocrite. I'm not a hypocrite. But I have friends like Angie Pratt. And I have friends like you all that's tuned in tonight that's saying, hey, we want to hear what you got to say. And that right there is respect. That's respect. I respect all of y'all for tuning in. Because this is a Thursday night. People got to work tomorrow. Like, other people left. And that's they stayed as long as they could, and that's great. But at the end of the day, we are all here for one mission. If you believe in God, if you don't, then this ain't your mission. But your one mission is to have faith in the Father and try to live your life right.
Absolutely.
And with Angie, I got to give kudos to Angie because Angie ain't never preached nothing on her show about distancing, hatred, none of that. She tries to talk positive every time. And you get these numb knuckles that come on, disrespecting her and her show and her husband. Let me put that in right over. Her husband and her show. When you a dude coming on and you so fucking thirsty in your life that you got to disrespect, if you didn't do your research, then you a punk dude. Okay, to me. Because to me, maybe it's the Marine in me. If I'm interested in a woman, I'm gonna stay back in the front. I'm gonna do like Red Fox.
Thank you, Tracy.
I'm gonna check you out.
Hi, Stephanie.
I'm gonna look on your hand if you ain't got no ring. Because if you do, I'm not gonna approach you. But if you ain't got no ring, I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing? Are you looking for? I'm gonna be respectful. If you say you got an animal, we do that. But my point of saying that all is, I'm not gonna disrespect you. And when people come on Angie's, dudes come on Angie's show, and Tracy, you right with me. Me and Tracy be waiting on. Come on.
Tracy can't be hoovering over the block button, just hoovering. Like the little cursor on the computer. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So let me tell you, that's how hell of a friend right there. You gotta respect Tracy because guess what?
Absolutely.
Never met you in person, but act like your sister.
I know Tracy. Tracy said she waiting right now. She hoovering right now. Hot as hell. Just well. Absolutely.
But those are dudes that will come on, and we as a community, because we love and respect you, we take care of you. Just like you took care of me during the Red Lab, dude, throwing F-bombs in my show. For what? This is music. Ain't nobody even talking on the show. It's just music.
Right.
But you gotta drop F-bombs in my chat room. And I love the fact, Stephanie, Miss Stephanie Evans, how you doing? What's going on? But it's again, it's like we do what we do because we love it.
Absolutely.
And because we love what we do, we love you guys for tuning in and said, hey, I'm gonna contribute to what you're doing. You may not tune in every day. I don't expect everybody to tune in to the Red Lab or the booth each and every week, but when we can.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but Ron froze. We're still up. Okay, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to Ron. He kind of froze, and then I couldn't get him back. So I hope he either chat types or comes back up. So the phone just died. Okay. So I hope that he could somebody type because I don't know if he can hear me. I hope he can hear me. So his phone died. So I do want to take the last 15 minutes just to kind of wrap up. I do thank each and every one of you guys for coming up. First, I want to thank my big bro DJ Ron Tinsley for coming up, being my co-host tonight, discussing, respect. I hope that everyone got something out of it. I know we kind of went off topic a little bit, but it's fine. Like, this is not a scripted show. Like I say in the morning, like I don't have a script. We just kind of just talk and just hope that it helps somebody. So I want to say thank you, Big Bro, for taking your time out to come up and be my co-host. I really appreciate all the new people that came up. It was so many new people. A lot of DJs came up. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you guys so much for coming up. So we're going to do this every Wednesday at 8:00. Next week, it will be Miss Blair will be my co-host, and she's my co-host on the morning show. All right, on the Ride to Work with Angie, and we're going to be talking about the little things that we do that we take for granted, and we take each other for granted in friendships and relationships, and how little is little. The Bible says the little foxes that spoil the vine. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about things that men do, things that women do, just the little things or don't do, that can, kind of cause friction in a relationship or friendship or whatever. So I'm excited about next Wednesday at 8. So I hope that you guys will come up and join us. I want to let you guys know, I'm going to try to bring the rest of the other pages up, but because of technology, I don't know if anybody else's phone is acting funky, but a lot of the technology is starting to act funny. But for you guys who don't know, I'm up every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock on the Angie Pet Boss Queen Facebook page, the same page that you're on right now. So if you could share the shows, I would definitely appreciate it. For the Ride to Work with Angie, we have a good time. Tomorrow is what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thirsty Thursday, aka Friday Eve Thursday. So then we have Foo Friday, where we just wild out, we have fun. So I hope that you guys can join us at 8 o'clock in the morning. If you don't, please watch the replay and share. Mondays, we do the app show. I do the app show, and it's Angie's Poetry Plateau. So if you are any poets and you wanted me to read it on my on the platform, please hit my inbox. And then what else do we have? So I'm excited about the His and Her show coming back, because we've got a really big surprise on the His and Her show. Just when Chilla comes back into the Chicago studio. I want to send a special shout out. I heard Ron say that Stephanie was Cus's other half. So as you can see, I am wearing my Boss Queen shirt. Awesome. Thanks to I know, bro, your phone died. It happens. It has happened to me before. So I want to say thank you to Cus and his lovely wife for the Boss Queen shirts. I love it. I wore it to work today. I love it. So thank you so very, very much. So what we do here, all we do is we support each other. So I support you, you support me, we support each other, we build each other, we encourage each other. And it's just that simple. It's not that hard. So I'm excited about so many things that are happening. I just want to say that I really appreciate you guys. I celebrate you guys on this evening. We have to definitely try to be more respectful. And as I said before, respect has different layers and different levels to it. And it's just so much that's going on where there's a lack of respect. And we really need to, even if we can't change the world, but if we can change, little sections of it, little by little, because we don't all live in the same place. So if we respect one another, it'll catch on. Cuss blue and green, that shirt and price, please and thank you. You like my shirt? Don't worry. Zeppy Miracles Boss Up. We are coming out with our merchandise very, very soon. We're getting the equipment to do that. But like I said, it's room for everybody to succeed out here. So you guys be definitely looking out for the Zeppy Miracles Boss Up. I know you better stop. Merchandise. Well, thank you. I love my shirt. So again, we really need to focus on this respect thing. And in the show for next week, it's going to be kind of tied in, because a lot of things that Blair and I are going to be talking about, it stems from respect. When you respect yourself and you respect other people, it really comes easy. It comes easy. Because with some people, it's like it's a chore, or you gotta pull it out, or you gotta make an effort. When you just simply respect yourself, it is very hard to respect one another. I'm so glad to be back up here tonight. So we are going to be back up next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Thank you, V. Thank you for my longtime supporters. Roach, which was my #1 viewer 3 years ago almost when I started the Boss Up Show. V, thank you so much. Tracy, it's so many of you all. Then I gained new people, Blair, Miguel, Tay. It's just like Ron says, it's a plethora, and there are more and more people coming up to support. And we want you guys to be regulars. We don't, we're glad that you popped in. Ron said, thank you so much, sis, for having me on your show and to be able to view tonight's topic. You are and always will be amazing to me, sis. You are and forever will be my sis. And thank you so much. I can cry now because it's time to go to bed. I can mess up. I'm so sorry that his phone died. I hate that, but we're gonna get him back up here soon too, because we always have stuff that we talk about. So that's coming soon. But I'm excited for Miss Blair to be up. She says that she has a fright, but she's doing really, really well. I don't think she has no fright. She fits right in. So you guys definitely tune in. I'm so glad that Fufu he done started Fufu Thursday, but it's Fufu Friday. But we don't really care because we got enough like negative stuff going on. So we have our inspirational talk, and then if the Fufu comes along with it, the Fufu comes along with it. So it's perfectly okay. So don't forget to tune in also on Fridays to my big bro DJ Ron Tinsley, as he was saying, from 9 to 12 on Twitch Music Nation, the Red Lab. And then tune in this weekend for my other big brother David Tyshawn, Chat and Chew Inspiration. It is Sundays at 10 a.m. Very, very, very good show. Oh, very good show. And then at 2, from 2 to 5 is the Blue 312, DABOOTH 312 at 8.9 FM in Chicago. And yours truly will be on with her inspirational topic for this week. So make sure that you guys tune in, and we'll have I just had the big bro. Well, who are the 2 DJs? Chris, I think Chris Lars, not Chris Lar. Lord Jesus, help me, Father. It's past my bedtime. It's past my bedtime. But I put it up on the page, so you guys make sure that you share. I gotta close out one at a time this restream, so don't pay me no mind. But I'm so excited. I'm glad to have you guys up. And I am truly grateful for each and every one of you all. And I thank you for tuning in tonight.